So you had a website built a few years ago, haven't touched it since. You're like, hey man, it still looks good, it's fine, does its job. Are you getting leads from it? That's the question to ask yourself. Are you getting leads from your website? Yes or no? Okay? And if you don't know, chances are the answer is no. There's a problem with the set and forget websites. That problem is named Google. They don't like that either. They like fresh, usable content. They want their end users to have a good experience. Some customers could think your site is stuck in the past too, especially if it doesn't load well on a mobile phone or a tablet and it's kind of wonky and it's all about you and it's we're the best and we're family owned and we're this and we're that, but you're not talking about the customer. It's not a conversion-based website. Hi, my name's Max with Maxed Out Creative. If you think your website is a one-time investment, build it once and you're good forever, this video is for you. Because the truth is, a stale website is a dead website, especially now in today's world. Yes, AEO is coming on strong, but answer engine optimization, AI still has to get the information from somewhere. So your Google business profile, which we've talked about many times on this channel already, and your website is where that information is going to come from. Where else is it going to come from? Unless you have properly done all of your listings and filled all of them out. That's another thing that we can talk about. Listings, what are listings? But we see this all the time. A business builds a site, they launch it, then they walk away for months or even years. Maybe they're paying somebody a monthly fee, and maybe that person they're paying a monthly fee really isn't offering updates every few months, 6 months, year, 2 years, 3 years. If you're not doing updates, no new content, no new software maintenance, no SEO refresh, you're falling behind. You're falling behind and your website's not going to rank as good as one that's constantly being updated and watched. We see this all the time. It's usually two things. One, the person who owns the website thinks it's done. It's done. And they might look at it as a brochure anyway. It's like, well, nobody goes to the website. And if they do, it's done. I don't need to worry about it, okay? That's the wrong way to look at it if you're a small business owner, insurance agency, medical clinic. People don't know how to manage it. They don't know how to manage the website, don't know how to make changes. And it's totally understandable when you say to yourself, I don't want to mess with that. I want to have somebody do it. That's why people like us exist, our business. So let's talk about what actually happens when your website goes untouched. Google stops crawling it regularly. You lose rankings to fresher, more helpful content. Your plugins, CMS, or theme may become a security risk, okay? Your site speed could suffer from bloated, outdated code. You could risk being hacked or blacklisted. Those are worst case scenarios, but they do happen. And you might not even know what's happening if you're not paying attention, and your website could be sliding backwards in your market. Maybe your web developer says, hey, you're on page 1. Who cares? Who cares if you're on page 1? When was the last time you went all the way to the bottom of page 1 to look for your organic listing, right? And here's another fact for you. You can look it up on your own if you'd like to. In that local pack 3, what I call it, the 3-pack, okay, on a Google search, and just under 90% of all searches offer that. Some searches do not. But let's just say you are an insurance agency. Whoever comes up in that 3-pack, they get 70% of the organic traffic. 70. I'm not talking about a paid ad. I'm talking about that 3-pack on a search, okay? So auto insurance near me, or home improvement contractor, or roofer near me. Roofer near me. Hit enter. See what pops up. If that 3-pack pops up, they're getting 70% of the traffic, those 3. So if you have a web developer say, well, you're on page 1, pat themselves on the back, we're done. You need somebody else. Because while you may not be able to get into the pack 3, it's always worth trying, and there's certain things that you can do. And you definitely want to have your web developer tell you, we're on it, we're doing everything we can, and then provide proof as to what they're doing. From a customer's point of view, if your site looks like it hasn't been touched since 2019, they may wonder if you're still in business. Your website's a living asset. It's not just a digital brochure. It's a digital storefront. It's a salesperson 24/7. It should pop. It should look clean, be easy to navigate. And to keep it working, you need to keep plugins and platforms up to date. monitor load speed and fix what slows the website down. You can find different tools online to find out your web speed if you don't know what it is, your site speed. You need to post fresh content and update existing pages. Watch for broken links and outdated information. Track performance and adjust for SEO. SEO still matters, man. There's a lot of people who's like, nah, it doesn't matter. Or there's some people that go after SEO and just think, well, it's just the Google business profile. Or it's just, we'll put up a city page, on the website. So like, let's just say a suburb in your market and build out some of your services, and that'll answer the problem, right? Solve the problem. No, it won't. That's like a spoke in a bicycle wheel. Does it help? Absolutely, it helps. But that's not everything. It's about staying relevant, trustworthy, and visible, okay? Google's job is to show the best, most helpful, and current content to its users, like we talked about. So if your site hasn't changed in years, it assumes you're not the best choice. But if you're regularly updating, improving, and adding content, Google takes that as a sign that your business is active and reliable. So no, you can't just set it and forget it. But the good news, you don't have to do all the updates yourself, all right? We help business owners maintain fast, secure, high-performing websites that grow with them, and you don't have to use us. By all means, if you've got somebody that can help you with that and does a good job and has a quarterly meeting with you at the bare minimum and says, here is a report on your website, here's what we found, here's the site speed, here's a list of improvements that we think we can make. If you can get that kind of engagement from somebody, you're doing a great job. If this helped, hit the like button and leave a comment with your questions, and subscribe for no fluff digital marketing tips from a Gen X guy. I know there's a lot of young whippersnappers out there that have all the answers, and they probably do a good job. Bottom line is, some of this stuff is common sense. You get what you pay for.